Is the market over? Are you still able to make money? Are you changing your system? Main thing is just understanding what is going to be a system and pattern that you're going to be able to catch on a daily basis. Right in here, but besides that hour gap, I don't really got a higher time frame gap. I like shorts though. I want to target that previous day's low, so I'm gonna try to figure something out. We're gonna see. Risk management is more or less a discipline problem. It's the same thing with a strategy in the system. Once you see something happen enough times, it's just like a pattern recognition. Once you see it, it's like, I don't got to tell you. If you're looking to move to Florida, it's a beautiful place. I recommend it. But the traffic be on some bullshit. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, I'm Andre Diaz. I'm a 22-year-old day trader, content creator, entrepreneur, and we're about to have a great day. I honestly don't know what today is. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. I have a story that's being posted also. It is Wednesday. It is 9:13. We're about to be active with the team at 9:30. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, if you want to get access to trading with me live every day, Monday through Friday, educational sessions, all the above to change your life, first link in the description. But no yapping. We're just going to get straight to work. We're going to see what we can do today. Yesterday was a small L day. The day before that, I didn't trade, so we still can make a whole lot of money. If we catch a good trade today, we make back the money we lost yesterday, plus more. So that's the W. We're just going to see what the opportunities there, see what we can do, manage risk, and see if we can make some money. So I'm going to bring you guys into the computer with the team, see what we can do on this beautiful day. Yeah, let me see. Like if I were to mark this up, from London high to the current low with a fib, it's probably already retracing. Yeah, it's at the 50%. Also 37,500, but I need some gaps or something. If there's like a 4-hour gap or something, 4-hour look bullish though. It's like the hour. There's an hour gap right in here, but besides that hour gap, I don't really got a higher time frame gap, to be honest. Besides the fact that I just retraced and we have this old 1 hour and the fib, that's really it. I like shorts though. I want to target that previous day's low, so I'm gonna try to figure something out. We're gonna see. That's what I'm thinking. It's like this range. It's like a range of about 130 points that I'm willing to take the trade in. It's just a matter of where I want to do it. I'm still willing to take 2 trades, but like I was telling the camera earlier, I'm not trying to take 2 trades if I don't need to. I already got 1 L for the week. If I could just take 1 good trade and get the W, it'll put things a little bit more flat for the week. First trade here, 200 points. I'm not used to saying big ass stop losses like that. My brain thought I was talking about 4 hour. But a 200-point stop loss, looking for shorts. If this gets proved invalid, I still like shorts, but I won't really have, I don't have anywhere else up here. Like it would just go up here, stop me, and go down. I don't really have nothing up here I'm watching. I like where we are now. So if that don't play out, it is what it is. But no risk, no reward. I'll still be willing to take another one. Only time will tell. We gonna see. We got a minute till 9. I don't like it when it push, but as long as it hold the 50% of that fib, that's a good little indicator. Still freshly 9:30. But you going long for a 30. All this down here, and you want to go long? That's what you're telling me. I'm cool because I'm trying to get max allocated with Top Step, so I'm not stressed about it. It's just more or less like these conditions is wild. Like you got me on the minis, not the minis. You got me on the micros and shit. Look at this. Got my trade on the micros, watching it on the big shit. Shit's just bullish. But hey, I mean, I wasn't looking for long. I mean, it's trying to reject, but at the same time, it's rejecting for the last 23 minutes. So, I don't know. It's about to be clips. About to take my little L on this challenge. Lose my bag skis. Lose the bag ski on this trade. It ain't over yet, but this drawdown's hitting different. It's almost 11 o'clock already. I mean, we're back at break even, but still, this is wild work. Finally, some reaction. Ain't TP yet, though. All right, my connection is chopped right now, but we just hit TP1. I'm gonna have to watch it over here on my phone if it will load. We're about to hit TP1 right over here. I'm in on the small micro contracts because I wasn't trying to trade the big ass NAS contracts, but I'm about to break even, but this shit is frozen as you guys can see right now. But yeah, at 2,000 we'll be break even. All right, so I still don't have a result for that second trade. It is already 11:17 and the trade has still not hit TP1. It's still not hit stop loss. It is just chilling right now around the break even point, and I'm done watching it. I'm just gonna let it do what it's gonna do. Me watching is not gonna make it move any faster. I'm just gonna do what else? I got a couple other things. I have to hop on a call at 12 with one of the students, another one tonight, and then a couple other things I wrote down in the to-do list. Besides that, I'm done with the charts for the day. Staring at the charts for the last 2 hours, watching it just zigzag and just consolidate, it's wild work. Yo, what's going on, Birdie?
No, I'm just working, bro. Shit.
Where you work at? Amazon? Or you work at like a different, with something with a truck?
Nah, do expect, bro. Doing a new install.
A copy. Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen the truck. It remind me of Amazon. Anytime I see like a truck like that, I think Amazon. Could have been FedEx or
Yeah,
something too,
yeah.
though.
About like 2.5 years now.
Okay.
And in the beginning wise, it was kind of difficult because I was there on my own, trying to figure out like, how to exactly to trade, what a broker is and this and that or whatever. So it took me a while to understand like the game and whatnot. But yeah, so far, I just haven't been having a solid strategy, and I've just been having also trouble with risk management. So that's why I figured I'd ask for like a mentorship.
Nah, that's the easy part. Trust the system.
Yeah.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be. I would say risk management is way harder because risk management is more or less a discipline problem, if that
Right.
makes sense. Because you're not gonna lose anything you don't want to lose, regardless. You don't lose anything that you don't take a trade on. It really just comes down to the discipline to not take that trade, the discipline to not over risk. But that always comes down to like us now. But that's the hard part. Like if I would say the risk management, which is really the discipline, which is just psychology, that's the us part of it versus the system. The system is easily learned. Think about candlesticks. There was a point where you didn't understand candlesticks, and now you can understand candlesticks. It's the same thing with a strategy in the system. Once you see something happen enough times, it's just like a pattern recognition. Once you see it, it's like I don't got to tell you. If I show you the letter, if I were to show you these letters over there, what letters do they say?
FBA.
And you didn't really have to think about it, right? Because you already know the letters. But it's like the same thing when you see your setup. It's like I don't got to tell you. It's not like in the beginning you don't know. Like to someone that doesn't know English, they'll be looking at it like, is that a word? But you knew it wasn't a word though too. You get what I'm saying? But it's like the same exact thing. Like that's a way that I would try to like put it into an analogy. It's like the same exact thing. Just hopped off, new student Richard. So I only have 7 more spots. So if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, there's 7 more spots for the month. He's got a new student on the team, Richard. We about to go crazy. Right now he's currently working HVAC, but we gonna get him situated. So from the call, I got him set up, getting him good understanding of price action, the false breaks, the fair value gaps, like everything that we use when it comes to the trading system, because that's something he was struggling with. He needs a good understanding of that. So I got him situated with that. And I also got him a whole bunch of content to watch moving forward. And then from there, he's also trading London sessions. So it's a little bit different. We don't trade London, but you can still trade the same way. It's just a matter of understanding. You're not going to get as many trades. You're not going to catch the biggest trades sometimes. And you got to be a lot more patient during London session if you're going to be trading indices. He also is going to be transferring into futures because he trades Forex, but he also trades the indices. So he's just going to move into futures. We're just going to get him situated. We're going to get him paid. We're going to get him out of his job so he can get his time back so that he can actually trade New York session like he really wants to. But we're going to make it happen. It's all about sacrifices. He's going to sacrifice trading New York session for now so that he can trade it later. And with that being said, that is the one-on-one I had to do. Now I'm about to get the rest of my day started. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know what I'm going to eat. Fancy look. Got myself some chicken and waffles. About to go above us. All right, we just got food and everything. We're at like this park over here, just walking. I'm not in the tire, but low key it feels kind of good. It's like not too hot, but it's not too breezy. It feels good though. We're in like this park. She has to go get her, I don't remember, she has some sort of appointment. But besides that, we're just chilling right now. We got like 2 hours. Somehow I got inside of the tree. I don't know. Time to be adventurous. All right, so got food and everything. Did whatever when it came to that trail. I honestly don't know how we got there, but we were there. Climbed the tree. Now I'm back, but I'm about to hop on a call with one of my students while I can. So I'm about to call him, get active. I'll probably give you guys a little bit of game, but I'm just waiting for my girlfriend to get done her appointment right now, and then we going back to the cribbo, to be honest. But yeah, about to call that boy. And answer your phone, young boy. He's actually a 17-year-old student. He's already been trading, which is crazily enough, like before I even met him. So, yeah, he got experience. Like, I just started trading at 17. He's already been trading at 17. You started at 15?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, how'd you get involved? Just like YouTube, I'm assuming? Just online?
I had a cousin that just traded in front of me. I met him on
on my summer house. Like he was a relative of a friend, and I saw him with charts and shit. And I'm like, bro, what is that? And he says, I'm trading. Back then, it was so unknown to me, so I'm like, bet I'm gonna get into that. And I just went fully on YouTube. You know, first year was
Yeah.
always the
Thing is always just about being able to replicate it. Like that's always the
yeah,
hardest thing for people to be able to do is do like not saying that anybody could just have catch 1 to 10s. That in itself is good, but even then you probably already know it's not going to be something you could do every single day all day, and
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
something you
yeah.
can also expect to do every single day all day. And that's one thing that people tend to think they could do because if you have a great week, you tend to think, all right, let's have that great week again. Let's have that great week
Exactly.
again. You know
And
what I mean? And that's a
that
mental
happened.
thing.
Sometimes I made like 5K. Sometimes I was break even. Like I'm
Now
not
you
used to
doing good.
making.
How? All right, and I'm back. This shit is blurry. Back to you guys in the car, passenger seat. Watch out for this. Oh man, why he parking like this? What's going on? People are confusing. Roundabouts and shit. But like I was gonna say, I'm in the car. We just got some food. We're about to grub on the way to the cribbo. We're probably like 10 minutes away, if that. But the traffic in Florida be on some bullshit. One thing for the people, if you don't know, if you're looking to move to Florida, it's a beautiful place. I recommend it. But the traffic be on some bullshit. Not gonna lie, the traffic be on some bullshit. You get used to it after a while, and especially if you don't have to necessarily go to work or anything, you can kind of avoid the main times. Oh. Okay. Big ass bumps. Oh, look at these houses. Look, here's some motivation for you guys. Look at this big crib. Big crib right behind all this food. That's the one thing with Florida also. You'll be in the hood, and the next thing you know it, you driving by some nice ass houses with some big ass lawns. It's kind of crazy. But I also forgot to ask you guys, for the people that watched yesterday's video and I added like the whole portion at the end of the video when it came to like the session and everything, I'm thinking about I'm gonna start doing more. Yo, these speed bumps is crazy. I'm thinking I'm gonna start adding more content when it comes to like chart breakdown. So if you think that's something you would be interested in, free game, more free sauce, just let me know. Not gonna lie, I was talking to you guys in the car and I'm not talking to you and the dogs just started acting crazy. But like I was saying, I was recording. Yo, what is these dogs are cracked out? Third time. I was recording in the car. I was talking about the Trump markets right now. What are my thoughts on the Trump markets? Because everybody keeps on asking me. People are always wondering, oh, is the market over? Are you still able to make money? Are you changing your system? These dogs are acting crazy. But to answer that question, and a little bit of foreshadowing, I'm gonna be going on the balcony and answering a whole lot of more questions in a couple minutes. I'm not changing the way I trade. I'm gonna keep continuing to trade the same way. The market is not gonna go nowhere. The market's been here before you were born, before I was born. These dogs are cracked out. The market was here before you, here before me, and it's gonna be here long after me and long after you. The main thing is just understanding what is gonna be a system and pattern that you're gonna be able to catch on a daily basis. I may have not made a lot of money today, but my setup still was there. And that's all that matters. I can't control when it's gonna hit TP. I can't control when these dogs are gonna be hyper. But all I can control is doing the same thing that works. As promised, I told you guys I'm about to give you some free game. I'm about to hop on Instagram. I told them to ask me some valuable questions about anything. So hopefully it's good questions. I'm gonna answer the most valuable ones. So yeah, no days off without giving value, without helping people do the same exact thing that I do every single day. So with that being said, let's get straight on into it. Let's see. Usually people be asking some good questions. If you can see it, that's a good amount. All right, let's see. How can I manage my risk? Best prop firm. What confluences is you use in today's trade breakdown? Can you have any lot size when you start funded accounts? I'll start with that. Can you have any lot size when it comes to starting a funded account? No, a lot of funded accounts on the challenges, they're gonna have you limited. It's usually maybe 1 to 5 contracts, but it honestly varies depending on the prop firm. But no, you can't just have unlimited contracts. If you could, it would be too easy to pass because you would basically be able to risk all of it and make it in one day and just pass the challenges. So no, you can't. It's very limited, but like I said, depending on the prop firm, you just want to check with them. Send you an email about the coaching. All right. What time are you usually executing your trades? So the only time that I trade is New York session. I trade from 9 in the morning to 11 in the morning. That is the time frame that I'm looking to actively get into a trade. But when it comes to holding a trade, if I'm in a trade past 11, that's completely fine. But when it comes to like a lot of the prop firms, I can only hold till about 4 or 5 o'clock. So I can't hold a lot of trades. So usually I'm only in the trade for a couple of hours if I have to. But most times it's fast trades. My best trades are usually maybe 15 minutes, an hour at most, but sometimes it's a couple hours, but it really just depends. But 9 to 11 a.m. How did you overcome self-sabotage within the market? I didn't overcome it. It's a day-by-day journey. You're never going to overcome self-sabotage because it can happen at any moment. The littlest thing can just make you want to go on tilt. The littlest thing going on outside of your trading that has nothing to do with your trading can affect you in your trading. You got to make sure that every day you're playing defense and making sure you're staying on your toes, making sure you're staying disciplined, making sure you're staying patient, making sure you're following your rules, making sure you don't get ahead of yourself. Because any day could be the day that you self-sabotage yourself. And it's usually the days that you don't expect it. So you always got to maintain that same discipline on a daily basis because any day could be that day. How did you start trading? By watching YouTube videos? You bought a course? So in the beginning, when I first started trading, it started with a lot of hella YouTube videos, and then from there, I bought like Mamba Effects' course. I got like ICT's mentorship. I got a couple different people's courses, but those are like the top two. I think I watched a couple videos from Swaggy, Lambo Raul, Daniel Savage, a whole lot of different people. I learned from a lot of different people. Those are just the main ones I can name. But it just comes down to you learn from people. Books, podcasts, YouTube videos, they're all from people. You're going to learn from people. The same way you're learning from me right now in this moment is the same way I learn from other people. You learn from people. What feelings did you have when you took your first live trade? Honestly, I don't even want to answer that because it's not really going to be beneficial. Mandatory rules when trying to pass a funded combine. So mandatory rules, I'll say, I guess it depends the size of the account, but like things that everybody has to do, make sure you have a solid trading plan, make sure you have a solid risk management plan, and make sure you have confidence in yourself and your system. If you have those things, there's no reason you can't go for funded account. Also make sure that you have risk management rules when it comes to having a certain amount of days you're allowed to trade, having a certain amount of trades you're allowed to take in a day, how much you're allowed to risk per trade, how much you're allowed to risk per week. All these different things you gotta have dialed down so that when you go into the funded account, all you're doing is applying the strategy. All you're doing is application. Made $1,250 first funded combine today with one contract. How I make that much with only 5K? Is there a leverage on futures or something? Please. I don't know. I don't get how I can make 1,200 off a few dollar price movement with one contract. So depending on what you're trading, if you're trading something such as NAS 100 NQ, it's weighted a lot. Like making $1,200 is, anybody can make $1,200 with one contract, not gonna lie, because when the conditions are moving 200, 400 points in a matter of minutes, it's pretty accessible. It's just a matter of understanding you can also lose a lot of money. If you made $1,250, I'm not sure what you were risking, but you potentially could have been risking $300, $600. So you make what you're willing to lose. It's a risk management game. And I also saw you had another question about leverage. It's not necessarily leverage, but when you get into a contract, you're basically risking a certain dollar per point that you're moving or per tick. It just depends on what you're trading. I'm not sure what you're trading. Any tips on staying disciplined when trading? The best thing I could say when it comes to tips for staying disciplined, have a daily routine, have a daily, like, I'm supposed to do this. Listen, step-by-step routine that all you do every day when you wake up is follow it. You don't wake up and you're questioning, what should I do? What shouldn't I do? You're just waking up, following the plan you have, and just doing it. Check this and just do it every single day. In your trading, outside of trading, go to the gym, with your business, with your work, with your job, with your school, whatever it is, have a daily routine and stick to it no matter what. If you could do it long enough, it's gonna instill discipline, and you just gotta keep doing. Keep going. Just keep going. And then over time, it just becomes a habit. How many accounts have I blown? I've blown more accounts than I can count on my both hands and feet, probably. Yeah, 100% feet. Trust me, I've lost a lot of money in the market. I've lost a lot of trades. I've lost a lot of live accounts. I've lost a lot of funded accounts. I've lost a lot of FTMO accounts that cost $500 for 100K. I've lost over 10 of those. I've lost a lot of money in the market, but every loss taught me something. Whether I learned from it in that moment or not, every loss, every challenge I lost, every failed account was teaching me exactly what I was doing wrong. So it's just a matter of just paying it to the game, charge it to the game. What are some steps to becoming profitable? So there's 3 steps to becoming profitable. If you just click this right here, it's gonna give you the exact 3 steps. There's a whole video and everything. But these are the 3 things you need to become a successful, consistent, profitable trader. Anybody can win one trade. Anybody can pass one account. Anybody can get one payout. But can you do it consistently to the point to where you can have the life that you can actually achieve from it? But click this. It's going to be the 3 steps that y'all need. All right, just like that, we done giving some value. free game. I love doing it, and I love to do it on the high rise. Even every day, man, I be surprised by how crazy my life is, and it's crazy. Every day I'm grateful. I thank God. I thank myself for having the discipline to do what I need to every day. And speaking of doing what I need to, I gotta edit this video. So I'm not sure how long it was. I tried to give as much value towards the end because I know I didn't really have too much game for you guys today, but not every day is gonna be a fun, entertaining day. But guess what? That's the life of a trader. We're going to Puerto Rico in a week, so trust me. We're gonna have a lot of entertaining content coming soon. I got a lot of work I'm working on for you guys when it comes to educational content, when it comes to teaching you guys stuff that's actually going to change your life. Fuck the paid shit. If you wanna learn from me one-on-one, you can do that in the description and everything. But guess what? The people that are here for free, you still have everything you need to change your life. And I can promise you, I'm gonna keep giving you value, keep giving you nuggets. It may take you longer to make it happen, but guess what? That doesn't mean it won't happen. It doesn't mean you can't make it happen. It's still up to you. I love you guys. Like I said, if you want to work with me one-on-one, first link in the description. I got 7 more slots, 7 or 6. I'm not sure. I got to check. But with that being said, stay safe, stay productive, and I'm gonna see you in tomorrow's daily video. Yes, sir.